Now I gotta ride or die.
What's happened here? Why is that falling off there? Stuff randomly falling off the car there. Oh, mate, that started too well. That's odd. It's like it's not cold today, but it's warm-ish. Car started fantastically there. Welcome back to the channel. Today, as you can see, I'm in different clothing, so I'm on my way to the gym. Yesterday, we put up the new Cadillac reveal build. I never really call stuff a build on this channel because there's the amount of people out there that think builds are financially gonna happen in 10 minutes and that you don't have any problems along the way. I'm gonna show you every problem we have with that car, but yeah, funny response to that actually. 99% of people, which I thought was coming, is this is a fantastic idea, great idea to take both the Cadillac and the love of 2Js into sort of the same environment. And actually 2Js, you swap that car, it's going to be really, really exciting. A lot of people saying, well, not a lot of people, but a few saying, you know, I get it, but a V8 would be a good idea. Of course, we are going to V8 swap it at some point in years to come, but this car isn't for content. It is my personal car, my Cadillac Coupe de Ville. So yeah, we're going to run the 2J in there for a couple of years, probably three years at the most. A few people saying, oh, here we go, another car that he's not going to finish. Mate, the one car we didn't finish went viral on the internet. The other 25 I've built in the last 10 years of me loving cars have been completed and sold. That doesn't make me a bad person. Just like this Series 1 RS Turbo, it's never going to be finished. So I don't know how people finish cars, because I'm not ranting, but how do you finish a car when cars always need something? It's beyond me. Cars are never finished. You just get to the point where you're happy. That's the way I see it. And I'm never happy with cars, and then I want to buy a new one. That's how the world works. Anyway, if you're one of those guys, I can't help you. I really can't help you. If you're out there like building cars, you know exactly what I'm saying. But one car shouldn't define, especially a rusty, crappy Fiesta, shouldn't define the fact that you're not going to finish the RS3, the M4. Series 1 is at a point where I'm really, really happy. My Dodge D100 pickup, my Dodge Ram that I finished because I was happy with. The MX-5 we had for the channel. The VTS was at a point where I was happy and finished with it. Yeah, there's so many cars we finished on this channel. No one congratulates you when you finish the car though, remember that, but they'll happily say and remind you that you didn't finish one that wasn't worth starting in the first place. Anyway, we're not ranting today. We're going to get on with today's video. We're going to go to the gym and yeah, we're going to go and love life. Again, it's ain't a rant. I'm just telling you guys, it's on a daily basis. That's what I've woken up to this morning. Is a few people on social media like, oh, you're not even going to finish it. Mate, I'm going to finish that car. I'm going to drive it to your house and do a burnout outside. Ha! It was obviously hot in here last time it was parked up because this has fallen down. I don't know how we've managed that aerial or whatever it is for the alarm, but yeah, we're going to have to fix that today. But we are going to start the day by taking the Series 1 to the gym. Haven't actually taken this to the gym before, as in the new gym that I go to, which is more of a commercial deal. I'm not really up for commercial gyms. I support local ones, but all the local ones are closing at the moment, which is such a shame. I'm going to put a bit of heating on, I think, because it is slightly cold today. Let's get on. Now I'm actually filming this the day it goes out, so it is the Jubilee Jubilee weekend, Jubilee time off, people are having time off and stuff. Anyway, as you can see, I've just turned the lights on. No one's here today. It's actually a day off for everyone at JW. We might see some people coming in and out, but as you can see, Jason Series 1 is actually in here wearing Cosworth wheels. Now, he wanted to change this up. I feel like, as we put the lights on, actually, we'll show you guys a bit of lighted, shall we? Look at this. Absolutely mint. He's actually spent, like, no joke, I reckon he spent at least 100 hours detailing this car over the last sort of couple of weeks, ready for wax stock. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to wax stock, so this car is going to stay in its current state, ready for that day. Stylus can sat in there with a seatbelt on. Absolutely love it. Yeah, but it's got wearing the Cosworth wheels. Now, I'm not going to say I prefer it. I prefer the stance of the Cosworth wheels on a Series 1. I think it works really, really well. But I know a lot of people out there would probably prefer the standard wheels, maybe. I don't know, leave a comment below. The standard wheels are literally right there, so they could be interchanged as you wish. But I think it looks proper thick. It actually sits with the arches really, really nicely with Cosworth wheels, or Escort Cosworth wheels, on the Series 1 RS Turbos. But it's not why we're in here. You guys have seen that content already. The content that I want to show you is on this palette. Now, going back to the idea of the Cadillac Coupe de Ville swap that we're doing with the 2JZ, I had to buy a few other things, of course, because we only really got what is in theory a bare shell, or a shell of a engine. It's pretty much bare in the sense there's no ECU, there's no gearbox, torque converter, flex plate, prop shaft, all of that other stuff in a sense isn't actually with the engine. So it was in theory a bare start to the car build that we're going to do. So the idea being that we would buy that and then actually go in on seeing what was wrong with it, seeing what we needed, and maybe replacing or upgrading as we go along, rather than buying a full car. I was going to buy a GS300, explained in the video, but it meant that if I bought the car, pulled it apart, the hours spent pulling that car apart, I'd have to pay labour. I don't want to do that myself. I'm going to say that from, day one. If you watch this channel, I do not want to be splitting that car down. I want it to be done professionally. It's my personal car. I want it to be done properly. So I don't want to spend the money on the labour. That's why we're going down the parts route. So this is actually a GS300 or Toyota Supra automatic gearbox. Now you ask yourself, Jamie, why are you going automatic and not manual? Manuals are the goal, aren't they? Yes, in a Supra. Yes, maybe in a big turbo Aristo build, but in a 1960s Cadillac that's over 2.5 odd tons, that's only ever going to do 40, 50, 60 miles an hour, an automatic gearbox that mates up to the original column shift is the way to go. I did not want to be changing gear in this car. I think it's a silly idea to have a car that big with a manual box. Again, leave a comment below if I'm wrong, but that's the personal preference I would go for. So, making life a lot easier for everybody, making the process of the build speed up. Of course, having the 2JZ at the front with an automatic gearbox that can be mated to the column shift is the idea here. So, we have an original GS300 / Toyota Supra gearbox that we'll be taking down to Advanced Automotive, ready for them to, have a look at, maybe split apart just in case they need to have a look inside this thing. But it was pulled from a running and driving car, so there is a warranty with that. Actually, I bought a warranty on that gearbox, so if there is anything, we are safe in that sense. But I will of course show you guys that down the line. But as you can see, the build is getting on, stuff is starting to turn up, and there is another box in my office actually that I'll show you guys now. Well, I do walk to my office. I didn't show you guys much of the gym. I don't want to bore people with gym related content. Sorry about the darkness, everything's turned off. Yeah, I don't want to really show you guys too much of the gym, because I know there's a lot of people out there that I ain't got the body of a god. I'm going to say that now, I know I haven't, but I would like to think that there's some sort of push for some people out there if I did show gym content. But I think the backlash of people thinking that I was some sort of gym god or whatever by showing them some sort of workout that I'm terribly doing because I've got terrible form. Let me know below if that's something you want to see. Taking a camera into a car meet, into the shop or whatever's going on is one thing. Taking it into a gym is another, I'll tell you. If you're not rippling abs and massive and selling workout plans and stuff, which I really am not. I just really like going to the gym, getting, a bit of steam out, getting a pump on, trying to better my body, trying to better my mind and stuff, because that's how I feel the gym should be, then I don't feel like I should really be taking my camera in there. Sometimes I'll just go off and do my own thing. But if you do want to see gym related content, I will do it. If it's, you know, a demand out there, I will do it. Again, I'm no gym god, but if I can get at least one of you to get out there and change your body, change your mindset in the gym, I've done my job. Anyway, enough about gym related stuff. Here is a box. Let's open it. Right. Yes. I'm well excited for this. So, yes, it is an eBay Manifold. Right? We're going to run an eBay Manifold, see how long it lasts on the 2JZ build. But, as you can see, we have a turbo manifold for a 2JZ GE engine. So not a GTE engine, which is what we've got going in the Cadillac. This is going to sit very nicely with the car, and then of course turbocharger, exhaust, everything will go onto this. The idea being that yes, we want to do this properly, but I want to do this efficiently as well. Using eBay parts might, you know, become in my favor. I might just be able to get away with this, or I will show you guys and tell you guys by putting my money where my mouth is, literally by buying a eBay manifold for a NAT swap, basically seeing what this is actually like. I've always been interested to see what this manifold is like. It's been on my watch list for years, if I'm honest. A similar manifold, same manifold, and yeah, I finally pulled the plug on it because of what we're doing. So this is basically the start, as you can see with the gearbox. This is the start of the build. We are going to try and get a turbo company involved with the turbocharger. I think we're going to run a T4 something. Again, I'm not really too sure what we're going to actually run on the car. Nothing too big. We're only going 300-400 horsepower, but as you can see, I'm super excited. You guys should be excited too, because the build is getting on. Now, the unfortunate thing is, because of the Jubilee weekend and stuff, we're actually going to be pushed back a little bit on timing. I do want this, and I've already said in the past, I want this turbocharger, maybe a little bit of exhaust system, and the engine and gearbox sat in the car. The custom prop won't be done before Players, but I want all of that sat in the car so I can show you guys if you're at Players Classic, and show everyone else what I'm doing. It's not going to be running driving. It's like 2-3 weeks away. It's not going to happen. The idea is, again, as I've said, to actually get this thing running and driving as a daily driver throughout this summer. That's the idea. So, fingers crossed. As you can see, parts are still already turning up. Stuff's going to start coming. Hopefully the turbocharger comes in the not so distant future. But yeah, I'm so excited. We will take all this down, of course, after the Jubilee weekend to Advanced Automotive, and yeah, get them started to mating stuff up, getting mounts done, getting gearbox mounts done, so the engine and gearbox can actually sit in the car ready for us to trailer to a show. And then once we've done the show, once I've shown everyone what's going on, the excitement, hopefully more people come and watch the channel, watch what's going on, and we can really press on with this build. That's the big idea, but I'm so excited this has turned up. Right, I'm going to end today's video by turning some lights on in here, because I want to talk to you guys about motorbikes. Now, if you're a fan of motorbikes, I want to know what you think is going up next. Now, it's something that I never actually cover in this channel, on social media, but I'm a huge motorbike fan. Not necessarily about going to get my knee down anymore and all this sort of stuff, and I know people don't like that, they don't like the idea, you're not going to ride it, but what do you think is going up next? We talk a lot about cars going up, but I feel like we're missing an opportunity to talk about bikes going up in price. So I'm going to leave it to you guys. What do you think for 5 to 10 grand can you buy that is going up in price? It's a solid investment. Say if you want to invest in a motorbike to look at, or you want to take it out on a Sunday, it's completely up to you. But what do you think is going up next? I like the idea of Ducati 996 Propostos. They look really, really good value, but they are going up at the same time. Or a 748, because I really wanted a Cagiva Mito when I was younger, and there's no way I was affording one back then. So maybe that could take pride of place next to this bike at some point. I'm not too sure. Let me know if that's something that you guys are interested in, and what do you think is going up next? I know VFRs and RVFs and stuff from this era, especially 400s, I believe are on the up and up, but let me know below. What do you think is on its way up next, motorbike wise? But anyway, we're going to leave you guys with that thought as I walk around the shop at JW. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you did like this style of content, if you like the updates on the Cadillac build, and you like the idea of chatting about motorbikes, please let me know in the comments below, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.